For baseball ahead on the show, it's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Minnesota Twins. Festivities are wrapping up this play. And on the hill, Bailey Ober. What do you look for here?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Okay, all set to go. Gunnar Henderson digs in now.
Number 2, Gunnar Henderson.
And the home opener is underway.
Ball, that's down.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Fastball is outside. Good job to fight that one off. And a payoff pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. Going. Gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. That one finds the corner. 0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Just starting out here at Target Field. Strike two. Fights it off. You'll see another. Buxton should have this one. And there's one away. Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one carrying. Out of here. Kyle Tucker sends it out. It's their second home run of the inning. Inside, just missed. Alonso in his 8th season batting in the cleanup spot. He joined the team as a free agent. One and two here. On the ground to the left. De La Cruz throws to first in time. 2 gone now.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Jackson Merrill in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Right side, Keishel. That ends the frame. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And getting the start for Baltimore, Shane Baz. How about a scouting report on him? Stepping in, Ellie De La Cruz.
Ellie De La Cruz.
Liner caught at second. 1 pitch and 1 out. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Baz. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. And a 2-1 on the way. That one pushed foul.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. 2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Juan Soto.
Ball 1.
How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch.
That is the inning. Back at Target Field, now the left fielder, Colton Cowser.
Cowser.
Ball, that's in. Hey.
Going to count 1 and 2. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Hey.
And it's 1 and 1.
Ball 1.
Curve in the dirt. Now all even up. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. And that's down and away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That's a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Adley Rutschman batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And it finds its way through for a hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Back-to-back base hits. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make it.
Up the middle, base hit, and a run in to score.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Rooker in the box now, takes strike 1. And a foul ball. Two on, 1 out. Swing and a pop-up. Walner on the move. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Orioles, the designated hitter, Kyle Tucker.
Tap foul at the plate.
Ball, that's low.
That's his strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Stays alive. Two on, 2 outs. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. One run across. The second run scores. It's a 2-run double, and it's 5-0. Here's Pete Alonso. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Up the middle. A dive. Nice stop. And that's a base hit despite a great defensive effort.
Up next for the Orioles, the center fielder, number 3, Captain Merrill.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
That one fouled off. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Line drive, base hit. Runner from third in to score. Then it's 5-0.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it.
That's a base hit. Now a long throw home. He's in there.
That's 3 singles in a row. So impressive that he was able to fight off that fastball up and in like that. I mean, he really let it get deep on him as well. That's great bat control.
Cowser swings through it for strike 1. Cowser checks his swing. Appeal to third. That's a swing according to umpire Woody Keller. The 0-2. Base hit and a run in to score.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
And the 1-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Outside. And now 3-0. Right through there for a strike.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
And that is that. Bottom of the inning. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. This one popped up right side. Alonso under it. And there's one down. Check swing. He held up. Ball 1. Drilled in the air. High and deep right field. That one is gone. He hammers one out to right. One down at the plate. Matt Wallner. Foul ball there. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
That one to first. Alonso takes it himself. That's the second out. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. Ripped, but it curls foul. The 1-2. Ripped on the ground to second. Third out. All set for the start of the inning. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. That's a strike. 0-1.
You know, these Orioles really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. They've been delivering when it matters most, batting over 750 with runners in scoring position so far. It's been impressive to watch.
Soto under this one. He makes the grab. 1 away.
One of the most frustrating things for an offense is leaving runners on base. So the big hits they've gotten in this one have made a very happy group of hitters down there.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Tap foul at the plate. And the 0-2. Got him swinging. Had him out front for strike three. 2 down, base is empty. Brent Rooker, the next to hit for the Orioles. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swing and a miss at a slider. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Outside low, and that is ball one. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning going.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know, they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
The 1-0. And that should be extra bases. And a double puts runners at second and third with 2 out.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there.
I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes...
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And it's out of here. That one felt good. And they add on. It's 11-1. Next to hit, Jackson Merrill.
Hey!
2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Now fly ball to right center. Buxton sprinting after it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. Back in Minnesota. And now for the Twins, Victor Caratini. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Way back there. Up against the wall and brings it in. Base hit, left center field. And that turns the lineup over.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
De La Cruz in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. And now the 0-1. On the ground, right side. Throws to Henderson.
Got him.
And that's all they'll
out.
get.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Here's Royce Lewis. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Ball 1.
And a 1-1.
That's ball 2.
This one in the air, center field. Merrill on the move. And that ends the inning. This game's a bit of a blowout, Siggy. Let's talk about something, Rand.
Let's do it.
On the mound now for the Twins, Cody Funderburk.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him. As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Yeah.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah.
That ball's foul.
Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. The 1-2 fouled off, and they'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Swung on, popped up left side. Lewis moving under it, and there's one down. One out, man at first. Jackson Holiday, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 2. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1.
Hey. Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Fouled off left side. Next offering misses, and that's ball 3. Grounder might be 2. Flips it. There's 1.
Out.
And it's a double play to end the inning. Bottom of the 4th, and now for the Twins, Juan Soto.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
0-1 now. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
And they'll do it again. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
The 0-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Toss to Alonso. That was a strong at-bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The Twins with a lot of ground to make up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
That's outside.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Swing and a miss. The high heat, too much on that one. Here's Josh Bell. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. That one lifted to left. Kauser has a beat on it, and that'll do it.
Well, he went the distance for that first MLB win, Boog. I think it's impressive how much trust the skipper already has in him. This could be the start of something great.
An 11-1 final as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
What a life.
It's true that they underestimate you.
My life is real, real.
So I'm fronting on them every chance I get, to be honest.
Wavy hair, mystique. Up in this deep chain with some sick feet. Corner of 10th Street, scoop me in an MPV. I'm holding big. Soloist, vocalist, maestro. This fish grease, recipes, polo. He see us, I was just with G. Just like Ryan E. Me and Preem, this history. Young ones, abuelas, Jesus candles, bodegas. Always playing some gangsta. Who is there? They gon' say nah. Look at us now, De La Ma, Ray, Ghost, and Rick. Big up, Big L, Prodigy, True Goy, they live. Martyrs, if you will, a legend has a cartel. I'm on jets with giants, I'm Bill Parcell. PTSD, project trauma still dwells. Happiness gotta be in you, money can't help. So salute to the men that never hit the pin black. We got to the bread and still live to spin that. What a life, I'm a man, I'ma die about it. Feel the pain, but I'm not gonna cry about it. Tell the truth, cause ain't no reason to lie about it. Invisible fingers playing chords.